What is the reason that we're staying in a relationship that we don't feel really happy about? Is it love or is it fear of loneliness? Sometimes the boundaries between these two are not so clear, they're porous, they're loose, and we are struggling finding what is the real reason that we're staying. Is it real love that is happening, or we're actually staying because we're scared of being alone? Well, in this video, I will help you understand what is what and distinguish what is the real reason why you're staying in this relationship. Hi, my name is Vasi Sarandopoulou and I'm a psychologist. I'm here to talk about mental health, relationships, and to disentangle this mysterious world of psychology. Don't forget to subscribe in my channel so that you can get notified every time a new video is out there. Well, let's try to understand what is the difference between staying in a relationship out of love or out of fear of loneliness. And specifically, let me give you the signs so that you can understand whether it's fear of loneliness that keeps you in the relationship. The first sign is when you realize that you're not so happy with this relationship, there's something that doesn't feel good for you, and at the same time, um, you feel like you're depending on your partner. You feel like you cannot do anything without them. The thought of being alone, the thought of having to deal with practical issues, financial issues, the daily mundane tasks of life, and doing all that all alone, that thought scares you a lot. So here you understand the element of dependency in a relationship. You're not in this relationship because of love or because of understanding and respect, but because you don't trust yourself that you are going to make it through life by yourself. Let's keep that. That's one point. Another clue that we are staying in a relationship because of fear of loneliness is when you feel that when your partner is away for the trip or is away at work or they're visiting their parents for the weekend and you get to have some time by yourself, knowing of course that your partner will be back, you're having really good time being alone. It feels free. You can be yourself. You really enjoy your time when they're not around, but you know of course that they will be coming back. There's a little bit of contradiction between what I said first and the second point. It makes sense because in the first scenario, we are visualizing of us being all alone out there in the real world, while in the second scenario, we know that our partner is coming back and we get to have some time for ourselves, which is eventually, as we understand, a very liberating time. We can do whatever we like and enjoy our time in whichever way we like. So that's another clue. If you're feeling relieved when your partner is away for a little bit, relief. And that leads me to the next point, which is when you realize that you are not yourself when you are around your partner. You don't express your opinion very openly. You are second guessing yourself. Sometimes you're tiptoeing around your partner. You're prioritizing their needs and their feelings instead of your needs and your feelings. They enter the room and the first thing you do is just scan them to see what would they be looking for or what is their feeling that they're having. You're trying to preempt any conflict or any disagreement in the relationship, which is a lot of work for one person. But you realize that this is how you spend your time with your partner. You're not yourself, and at the same time, you are focusing solely on them. So, as you can understand, another sign is that you keep a lot of feelings inside you. You keep a lot of your thoughts, feelings, opinions, decisions, concerns, worries. You keep them to yourself as if this relationship is not a space to discuss it with your partner. Another clue that you're staying in this relationship because of fear of loneliness, but not because of love, is when you make a lot of excuses when they hurt you. You're forcing yourself to see the positive side, even though there's none in some situations. So if, for example, when you get hurt, when you get disrespected, when you get invalidated, when you get dismissed, when your needs are not met, you are trying to find excuses for your partner. Well, maybe they're tired today, or maybe they had a bad day today, or maybe I am too difficult and I am too pushy sometimes. So you're making excuses when they are disrespecting you or when they're not meeting your needs. And that leads me to the next point, which is another sign: weak boundaries. When you cannot say no, when you cannot say, I'm sorry, but I don't like that. You cannot talk to me like that. I'm sorry, but this is not okay for me. I don't like that. When you cannot say what you like and what you don't like, when you cannot say no when this is what you want to say, or yes when it feels like a yes, but you're actually adjusting to their needs and their feelings, you can see that there's a lot of effort in keeping the relationship, which is a one-way effort. You're doing more than what they are doing. So, together with weak boundaries, it goes the imbalance in the relationship. You are trying more than what they're trying. And maybe a part of you says, well, they're trying, or maybe they are not able to try during this period because they're struggling. Well, it's okay to support your partner. It's okay to make space for them and give more when they're struggling. But the question that I want to ask you is how often you are doing that? How often is it that you are carrying the burden of this relationship? If the balance is not actually so balanced, and you are the one holding this relationship most of the time and making excuses and trying to be understanding while you're not getting the equivalent amount of understanding and respect and love and care and support from your partner, then I would say that maybe there's another reason other than love that keeps this relationship alive. Last but not least, when you realize that you're staying in this relationship with the hope that one day they will be different, with the hope that one day you're going to change them, with the hope that things will be different in the near or in the far future, you're not staying because your core emotional needs of love, protection, support, acceptance, understanding, validation are met. You're not staying for these reasons. You're staying for some other reason. And I suspect that fear is the main reason, fear of being alone. And I get it. Nobody feels very courageous in making a decision and say, well, that's it. I'm going to go out, be by myself until I find another partner who's respecting me more. I get it. Nobody feels courageous to do so. Nobody feels that they don't care of being alone. Yes, of course. We're social beings. We're wired for connection. We cannot be alone. However, this is not the relationship that will make you feel satisfied, fulfilled in life. That's not a relationship that will add meaning to your life. That's not a relationship that will boost your self confidence, help you fulfill your potential, make you feel happiness and joy and inner peace and content and calmness in your life. That's not a relationship. That's a relationship where, as we said before, you have to walk on eggshells all the time or hide all the time. Hide your true feelings, hide your true self. After watching this video and giving it a good thought, write down what do you think are the main reasons that you're staying in this relationship. Yes, sometimes we are afraid of being lonely, but sometimes there is real love that is holding our relationship. And real love means what I said before: meeting your core emotional needs, feeling that this person understands you, supports you, is there when you need them, is there to allow you to express your feelings and your needs freely, is there to create fun moments, moments of connections together with you. That's a relationship where you stay because of love. Write down what is your case. What are the signs that you're staying because of love? What are the signs that you're staying out of fear of loneliness? And your next step is start processing the fear. It's okay, normal is fear, but we need to process it so that we can take the next step in our life to move on. I'm here if you need any support, and of course, this channel is meant to provide content for relationships and mental health in order to bring more balance and more joy and love in our lives. Let me know how it goes. Feel free to talk to your therapist, to a coach, to a relationship counselor, in order to understand more about the patterns in your relationship that create this fear. Or how can you create more love in the relationship? How can you bring more balance in this relationship? I'm not saying that the only solution is to leave the relationship, because we can always save what is there as long as there are two people trying for this relationship. So let me know your thoughts, your questions about this topic. Let me know your challenges and how it is for you when you are trying to distinguish what is what, whether it's fear of loneliness or love. And of course, stay tuned for more videos and have a look at the AntiLoneliness Academy, because this is the place where I explain everything about boundaries, relationships, empowering relationships, detoxing relationships, and other tools related to relationships and mental health. Thank you very much for being here. Until next video, take care of yourself.